Hello, hi, how are you? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching my video from. My name is Janet. Welcome to my YouTube channel. For the subscribers, thank you for subscribing to my channel. For the newcomers, welcome and feel at home, feel welcomed. Ask any question, comment, like, share to a friend. And I want to say thank you for watching part 1 of my story, and I'm back today with part 2 of my story. That is a story of who is Janet, where she is coming from, where she comes from, a story of Janet, childhood life, and where she is now, what she's doing, and yeah, hope you enjoy. Yesterday I gave you the previous video. I gave you the story of life before I joined school, and today I want to give you the life that is after I joined school. And I didn't mention in my previous video that I joined class 1 at the age of 12 years as a teenager. That is a teenager. And reason being, our family was from our family was not well enough to afford anything apart from a meal a day or 2 meals a day. So we were privileged to have education when the former president, Mr. Moi Kibaki, when he said there will be free education. That is the time that we had to join class 1. We didn't actually go for nursery school or any class below class 1 because we had nothing to do. But what we knew was how to write number 1 up to 10, write your name, the first name, and that was how we were taught by our grandmother. And here comes 2003, when I and my sister have to join school because an opportunity has come for us to join school. I was personally 12 years. A girl who is 12 years, you know what type of a girl she is. Yeah, that was me in class 1. Going to join class 1 without uniform, without shoes, with just home clothes, tattered clothes, the best clothes we had. Those are the clothes that we went to school with. And joining class 1, we meet pupils who are of 6 years, 5 years, others are 4 years, others are 6, 7 years. And we had nothing to do because we wanted to study. And we had no option. So we had to go to class. And it wasn't easy because here is you are a grown-up person. Your body has already changed to a teenage. And here is a child who is 6 years, 5 years. And you're going to sit in the same class with this person. At first thing, you don't know how to hold a book because all we knew was to write your name on the ground, write the numbers on the ground, and sing the alphabets with your mouth. And we had to be taught. We thank God for the teacher who was a class 1 teacher, was very good. May God bless her wherever she is. She took her time and taught us how to hold a pencil, how to sharpen a pencil, how to use a rubber, how to hold a book, how to write. And we thank God because it was not in vain. And there were so many things. Being in class 1, you are studying with so little, very young kids, and they, after we go for a break, they are all looking at you. They are like, come and see this big girl who is in class 1. Come and see this, I don't know, so many names. And we didn't give up. But God did a miracle, because as all we were doing exams, the first exams, we emerged to be number 1, number 2. We were the top students, top pupils in that class. Despite that, we didn't go for nursery school, we didn't attend any class, but God did a miracle. I always say it's a miracle, because now don't take your child to school, let that child not go to PP1, PP2, and go to grade 1, and the first exam your child or your son or your daughter is emerging the first person. That was a miracle. So life went on, and we were so courageous, we were so encouraged, we were so focused to study. And so on, class 1, now we went to class 2, then class 3. I was 14 years. Here comes my first menses in class 3. And I'm 14 years. The menses have come. I don't know what is happening in my body. I don't know anything about it. Nobody who told me something will happen. And here is something that is happening to me, and I don't know what is happening. I go to my grandmother, tell her that I am having some problems. She asks me some questions. I tell her. She asks for my... She comes and looks at me and tells me, now you are a woman at class 3. And mind you, she can't afford anything else, even a pencil. We had to be bought by the teachers. The books had to be given by the school. And she can't afford anything. Well, you all know what happens when someone have menses. That is menstrual periods. You have to use sanitary towels, or if you can't afford, you have to use cotton. And here is a girl who cannot even afford a 3-course meal or 2-course meal, and something is happening and has to be taken care of. So what my grandmother did was to take the ragged clothes, the unused clothes, cut them into big parts, or some kind size of them, wash them, dry them, and give them to me to use them as sanitary towels. And I had no option, because I had to go to school. Life had to go on. I have to go to mingle with the others, to play as a child, because my mind was not that you are a big girl, was you are still a child. So I had to go all through that. So life goes on. Class 3, I'm struggling with this life. When this time comes, I had to isolate myself from anybody else. I could sit alone in a desk, or I go and sit in a corner when people are playing. I can't play well, because once you play, remember this cloth has no glue or what. It's not like the sanitary towels for nowadays. It's something that is just ordinary. So when you put it, you place it how you place it as a sanitary pad. it cannot hold it. So when it absorbs the outcome, you understand, when it it is full, when it absorbs, it comes and shrinks. Then when it shrinks, if you don't take care of yourself, it will fall anywhere, any place. It doesn't matter you are in class or you are playing or you are running or you are anywhere. It can fall anywhere. Sometimes menses to the ladies, there are good days when the flow is too slow, or when the flow is a lot, and when it is a lot, you have to mess your dress, you have to mess your clothes. You don't have anything, you can't afford even a sweater, you have to borrow a sweater, and someone has to laugh at you because you are in class 3, and this is something that should be happen when you are like in class 6, 7, or even class 8, or even some in form 1, and here you are and you have nothing to do. And that was life. So life has to go like that, using the racket clothes. Sometimes the racket clothes get finished and you have to look, you have to reuse what you use. Like today, I use and I keep them in a polythene bag. When I reach home, I wash them and dry them up. Remember, there's no Star Soft, there's no any kind of perfume, just using the Panga soap or Omo. Wash them, dry them, tomorrow use them overnight. You dry them overnight, tomorrow you have to carry them because life has to go on. And that was the life that a class 3 girl went through, having no knowledge. But I thank God, despite all those challenges, I didn't fail my exams. I was always performing well. I was always performing top 3, top 3, top 3, top 1, top 3. And God was faithful. So life went on, class 3, class 4, class 5, still using the racket clothes when on my menses, still walking barefooted because we couldn't afford shoes. Sometimes we don't have meal. I remember one day there was no food at school, and we went home. We haven't eaten anything since morning, and in the evening we are, I think, class 4, class 5. In the evening we are going home, expecting something home, that our grandmother has something for us. But unfortunately, she had nothing for us. So we found she has nothing. We had to sleep empty stomach, and tomorrow we had to go to school, and there was no otherwise because we wanted to study. So the next morning, I don't know where she got the flour, the maize flour. She cooked porridge, kept in those containers for the parents used to use the cooking oil, the Kimbo cooking oil, and keep the tins for using in other ways. She cooked that porridge, and by lunchtime she brought that porridge to our school, and it was so far. It was too far. She carried porridge from home to school, came, gave us, we drank the porridge and gave her the tin, and she went home. And that was very tough. It was so emotional seeing her sacrificing a lot for us, like cooking ordinary porridge, taking it to school, because your granddaughters have taken nothing since yesterday morning, and you couldn't borrow anyone food because you will borrow someone, that person start laughing at you, asking you questions. Oh, where are your parents? How you are so poor? Imagine how comes you can't afford a meal, even you can't afford donuts or whatever, and we didn't give up. So life has to go on, being mocked, being laughed at, because you are grown up, you are in primary, and time came until when we were class 7. That's time, the first time I used a sanitary towel. It was a certain motivational speaker was coming to talk to the girls, and that person had sanitary towels, and that was the first time I used sanitary towels. And I thank God for that, because since class 7 I've never missed sanitary towels until class 8. I finished class 8 at the age of 20 years. Even at class 8, my age had to be deducted for me to have to attain a birth certificate so that I can sit for KCPE. And God did well. We performed well in our class 8 with my sister. And when we were in class 8, I think the last term, it was when my sister, if I'm not wrong, it was when my sister received her first menses. So she had enough information about what was happening. Yes, and I helped her through, because that time she didn't go through what I went through. So that didn't affect our studies. We performed well in class 8. Everyone got 300 and above. We went to different schools. I got sponsorship. She got sponsorship, and God did miracles. We went all through secondary school, and yeah, it was nice. It was enjoyable. It was a tough but a lesson to learn, and I can't take it for granted. So, despite of all challenges, don't give up. Don't lose hope. So, I thank everyone who was part of our journey. Primary school, secondary school, may God bless you. May you never lack. We don't take it for granted. We love you so much. You actually made us, we actually you actually impacted our life in a very great way that you can never know. Because we never knew one day we shall go to school. Because many are times when people would come and tell our grandmother, "Koza wasichana, their mother is nowhere to be found. Their mother will never come back. Just give them out to be married." And she couldn't listen to anyone. She took care of us. She didn't listen to those negativities, and life has to go on. So, everyone who took part in our life, God bless you. We don't take it for granted. May you never lack. And one day, we shall surprise you. One day. One day. I know one day has to come, and for us to say thank you. And we can't forget to say thank you to God for using you people to support us in our education. We don't take it for granted. We don't take it for only for those who used to support us, mostly in class 7 and 8. Some could buy paraffin, others could buy shopping. Yes, may God bless you. So, this is part 2 of my story. Until we meet in the next video, bye.